Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Have you decided what you're going after? A beautiful goal, something that you think is bold and audacious, but something that you really, really want? You can have whatever you want. You have to let go of all the reasons why it can't happen, all the excuses. You have to cut ties with the past version of you that says it's impossible and just allow it to happen. Your imagination can take you to beautiful places, and your imagination is showing you what's possible. And anything is possible. We live in a world of infinite possibilities. You are a spark of spiritual energy embodied in a physical manifestation. Your ideas are infinite possibilities that will manifest so long as you protect them, persist in believing that it's possible, and everything is possible once you believe and when you gain an understanding that you are an infinite being. You've been gifted with intellectual faculties like will, reason, imagination, intuition, perception, and memory. You also interpret your current reality through your five senses. Let's think about using them in a deeper way. Take what you decided that you really, really want. Maybe you've written it down, maybe you've thought about it a lot, or just starting to get excited about it. If you have a pen and paper with you, I want you to write down what it is you really want. If you've been studying with me for a while, you might already have a big, beautiful goal, a deep desire, and you might already have it written down on a goal card. I want you to write it down again. Write it down this morning. Write it down as if it's already here. Write your goal in the present tense using positive language, and write it down so that you know exactly what it would look like, getting clear on some of the details. And I want to ask you to spend a little bit of time visualizing it as if it was real. So in the period of time that your beautiful goal has manifested, what would you be seeing? You're already at the goal. It's a destination. You've already attained it. You've been there. You've accomplished what you truly desire. What are you seeing? Write down some of the details. What would you be seeing now that your goal has been accomplished? What you truly desire has manifested. Tell me what you see. Using your memory as if your destination is here, your goal is accomplished. This is perhaps a future memory. Write down how wonderful it is. how you're feeling now that you've accomplished the goal, whether it's something that you're being celebrated for, a legacy that people are talking about. It's so incredible. Loved ones are telling you how much they love you, how much your life means to them, how much you mean to them. You're looking at yourself in the mirror and praising yourself. You've released the weight, you've quit smoking, you've accomplished a big goal, you've earned the money, you're living in the dream house, you've taken the trip of a lifetime. What is it that you're going after? You can feel it as if it's already done. You've imagined it, you've done the work, you've created it, now you're enjoying it. Maybe there is a smell or a taste that you can associate with it, but it is so real. You can reach out and touch it, or you can describe how it already happened. This is a way of programming your subconscious mind so that it goes looking for evidence. When you get in alignment, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions are all aligned with what truly matters to you. It becomes matter. You have faith that your vision is really going to be real. The more you practice this, getting into a feeling of well-being, expressing the state of being that you would be in were you already at your destination, at your goal, how exciting it would be, how fun, how comfortable, how relaxed, how joyful, how accomplished. Maybe there are some words that describe what your vision feels like, what it looks like. Get into that feeling as if you're already there. That's the important part of the work. You start out with getting an idea in your conscious mind, knowing what you want, and then programming your subconscious mind to allow that to be your life. You must be before you can do, and you must do before you can have. So whatever you want to be, do, or have, it's available to you. You have to decide what it is, visualize it, and get into that state of already being there. That's how creation happens. You visualize, you decide what you want, you know it's available. You have to visualize it, get into that state of being, and then you get inspired ideas. You take action, and what you want is created. It becomes physical reality. The physical manifestation is the last stage. Thoughts, feelings associated with the thoughts, and actions in alignment with the thoughts and feelings create your life. I'm going to read the chapter Subjective Control in Neville Goddard's The Power of Awareness. He says, your imagination is able to do all that you ask in proportion to the degree of your attention. How much time are you spending being in your wish already fulfilled, pretending you're already at the destination, enjoying the state of being your goal accomplished? How much attention are you paying to that? Neville says all progress, all fulfillment of desire depend upon the control and concentration of your attention. Attention may be attracted from within or directed. Attention may be either attracted from without or directed from within. Your attention is attracted from without when you are consciously occupied with the external impressions of the immediate present. When your attention is focused on what's going on around you, the traffic, the problems, the debt, the worries, the work, all that is vying for your attention. It's like a parade. Everything wants your attention. You have to learn to calm your mind and focus your attention inward. Your attention is directed from within when you deliberately choose what you will be preoccupied with mentally. Are you going to be preoccupied with your beautiful goal? Or are you preoccupied with whatever multitasking you think you have to do in order to get? Your goal is not to get, it's to grow, it's to develop, it's to become the person that has the goal. Neville says it is obvious that in the objective world, your attention is not only attracted by, but is constantly directed to external impressions. But your control in the subjective state is almost non-existent. For in this state, attention is usually the servant and not the master, the passenger and not the navigator of your world. There is an enormous difference between attention directed objectively and attention directed subjectively. Your capacity to change your future depends on directing your attention subjectively. Sitting still, taking a deep breath in, imagining your life with your goal already attained, getting into that state of being in your mind, in your heart, in your actions. When you are able to control the movements of your attention in the subjective world, you can modify or alter your life as you please. But this control cannot be achieved if you allow your attention to be attracted constantly from without. Each day, set yourself the task of deliberately withdrawing your attention from the outside objective world and of focusing it subjectively. In other words, concentrate on those thoughts or moods which you deliberately determine. Deliberately determine well-being, joy, peace. What do you want to deliberately create? Neville says, then those things that now restrict you will fade away. They'll drop out of your life. The day you achieve control of the movements of your attention in your subconscious, in your subjective world, you are master of your fate. You will no longer accept the dominance of outside conditions or circumstances. You will not accept life on the basis of the world without. Having achieved control of the movements of your attention and having discovered the mystery hid from the ages, that Christ in you is your imagination, you will assert the supremacy of imagination and put all things in subjection to it. Your subconscious mind is following a program. It's following the program that has been created for your life by your parents and grandparents and society, by what people have told you, what you've repeatedly bought into, what you've repeatedly believed. And now you've decided you want to change the program. You want to change your outside circumstances, which means you must change the internal programming. And that comes through study, through knowledge, through understanding, through faith. It is expressed through your well-being. That's why it's so important to set aside time every day to focus on what it is that you're wanting to bring into your life. It doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't happen by hoping and wishing. It happens through getting into alignment with the energetic vibration of the wish already fulfilled, the goal already achieved. Bob Proctor said, faith and fear both demand that you believe in something you cannot see. It's your choice. Instead of believing that the outside world is all there is, instead of fearing the problems that might come up, set your intention on your goal. Feel it already created. Get into alignment, what it would feel like, what it would look like, what you would be doing now that your goal is accomplished. And just sit still for 5 minutes. Take in a deep breath. Allow your mind and your body to relax, to get into the creative state. Whatever is going on inside of you is being expressed. Let's express positive energy. Express gratitude. Express gratitude for all you have created so far in your life and everything that's coming. In your mind, in your heart, you are grateful, knowing that you are co-creating your life with God. You are using your imagination. You're seeing a beautiful picture. You're getting into the state of being that, being there, being at ease. And now ask Spirit for guidance for the day. What is it that you can do that will take you closer to your goal? The first step in renewing your mind is desire. You must want to be different before you can begin to change yourself. Then you must make your future dream a present fact. You do this by assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, by desiring to be other than what you are. You can create an ideal of the person you want to be and assume that you already are that person. If you persist in this assumption until it becomes your dominant feeling, the attainment of your ideal is inevitable. The ideal you hope to achieve is always ready for an incarnation, but unless you yourself offer it human parentage, it is incapable of birth. This is from Neville Goddard in The Power of Assumption. He says, your attitude should be one in which, having desired to express a higher state, you alone accept the task of incarnating this new and greater value of yourself. You've decided on what you want. You've got into the spirit of it already being accomplished. You've set the goal. You've set the destination. You've set it like a thermometer, like a thermostat in your house or a GPS in your vehicle. Your body is your vehicle. The GPS is your subconscious mind. Set it for the destination that you want. Have faith that you're on the journey to that goal already accomplished. Get into the feeling that you're already there and start to express that. Express gratitude for it. Have faith that because the goal is something that you truly desire, you've thought about it, you've wished for it, you've hoped for it, you've seen it in your imagination. That is the coming attractions of your life. You wouldn't have that desire unless you had the capacity. You have everything in you to accomplish it. It's up to you to create it into physical reality. As you get ideas, as you receive information from spirit, from the higher version of yourself, from infinite intelligence, from out of the blue, take action on those ideas. It will reveal to you the next step, the next stage, the next level. Everything starts in your mind, in your imagination, and as you take action, the picture is fulfilled. Your desire will be fulfilled as you think from the goal already accomplished. Believe it's possible and take action. What are you going to do now that you know what you really want? Now that you know you're capable? Now that you know that beautiful picture is meant for you? Write down some ideas. Write down some action steps. And do something that your future self will thank you for. Do the thing that you have to do to have what you really want. Become that version of yourself. Create a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. Imagine it's already done. It's already accomplished. How do you feel? Take that feeling into the day, into the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you back here Monday morning at 7. Thank you.